Hi, I'm Mrs. Lansdale, and today we're going to continue with mindfulness. The first day we had mindfulness, we talked about. The second day, we talked about feelings and emotions. And today we're going to continue with mindfulness, and we're still going to talk about feelings and emotions. So let's review just a little bit. Do you remember mindfulness? We talked about being mindfulness means being present right here, right now. You're being aware of your body and your movement, your breath, all right, how you're breathing. You're listening to what's around you, you're aware of it. Remember, we also talked about mindfulness as being your thoughts. What are you thinking right now? What are you thinking? Your feelings. What are you feeling? We spent some time. We learned some new words yesterday on feelings. We're going to get to those. Okay? Then sensations. All right? Maybe you're hungry. Okay? We talked about all this through kindness. Okay? Now, yesterday, we grew our vocabulary when it comes to feelings and emotions, and we have a lot of words here. First, we brainstormed, we put them on our ABC chart, and then we decided, we listed them all right, but then we needed to organize them. So we talked about these are all the words that mean happy, all right? These are all the words that mean mad. These are all the words that mean sad. And I had a couple words that meant fear or scared went in the same category. Okay? We're going to be using some of these words today because we talked about knowing your feelings and expressing your feelings are really important. Let's see. Have you ever once got mad at your brothers and sisters and you were so angry and you did something that you don't normally do? Maybe you hit, kick, punch. Yikes. But you don't normally do that. Why do you think that happened? Well, especially now that we're all living in the same house and we can't do a whole lot, we're around people. And so your emotions can go up and then down, up and then down. That's normal. That's normal. But we need to be mindful of them and we need to be able to control them. So maybe in getting up to that point where you're so angry and you're there and you feel it, we need to be able to express our feelings. Maybe you were angry or frustrated with your brother. And instead of talking, all right, and giving what you're feeling at that moment, you decided to do something else. That's not normally what you do. And then you probably get in trouble from mom or dad or grandma or grandpa or someone. And then you're in trouble. And that's not where we want to be. That's not where we want to be at all. So today, I'm going to help you learn how to express your feelings. So we're going to be using this chart today because we might use some of those feelings. Okay? But we're also going to learn today, and I'm going to cover up this other chart. We're also going to learn something called a frame. A frame is something that we use in writing. It helps us get started with our writing. We know exactly how to get it started. A frame, if you look carefully, it has some words there, and then it has some fill in the blanks. That's called a frame. Okay? We're going to be using this today. It's going to help us. When we're done writing, it's going to sound so academic. It's going to sound so intelligent. Okay, so let me get started. Let me model first. All right, it says, I feel blank when blank because blank. So let me think about this. So if I am trying to fill in my frame, and I think, I feel blank. What do I feel? What do I feel? Well, the first thing that comes to mind is I feel excited. All right, so I'm going to put excited there. Excited. Okay, excited. And you might say, well, Mrs. Lansdale, why do you feel excited? Well, I feel excited when our family eats dinner together. Oh, it warms my heart. So I feel excited when my family eats dinner together. It's not the end of my sentence yet, so I'm not putting a period. But I'm not finished with this, so let's go on. I feel excited when my family eats dinner together because, well, let's see, gosh, we don't normally eat dinner together because everybody's going in different directions usually, but right now we're eating together. So I would say because we usually don't eat together, all right? There are 5 of us. So because we usually don't have time to eat together. Period. Wow, let me read this. Ready? I feel excited when my family eats dinner together because we usually don't have time to eat together. Period. Boom. Wow. Doesn't that sound intelligent? Yeah. So by using a frame, and a frame is just a few words, you can tell, but it helps my thinking and I can get my thoughts and it makes it sound very academic for us. Okay. Now, let's take a look. What if you're still drawing pictures? And that's okay. You could draw a picture. You could draw a picture of an excited face. You could draw a picture of your family. You could draw a picture of time right there, and you still can complete the frame. So no matter what developmental stage you are in writing, you still can complete the frame. All right? Let me do another one for you. Okay, let me do another one. It's still the same frame. I feel, oh, this is a good one. I'm sure this hasn't happened to any of you, but let's see. I feel unhappy. Oh, let's see. I feel unhappy. Oops, made a mistake there. Whoops, H-A-P-P-Y. I feel unhappy. I made a mistake, but that's okay. I just crossed it out. I feel unhappy when, my kids don't pick up after themselves. Does that ever happen to you? I hope not. All right, so I feel unhappy when my kids do not pick up after themselves. Because, oh gosh, let's think. I feel unhappy when my kids do not pick up after themselves because, well, it makes me think they don't care. Maybe they're lazy. I don't know. Maybe they don't know how. Think I'm going to use, let's see. I feel unhappy when my kids do not pick up after themselves because, it makes me think they don't care. Because I think they don't care. Bing! I'll move my period. I've got one down there, but I'll move it there. Bing! Okay. I'm sure that's not happened to any of you. But I feel unhappy when my kids do not pick up after themselves because I think they don't care. Doesn't that sound pretty academic? Yeah. All right, let's do another one. On a different kind of page. This one's going to be in your student resource section, so let's take a look. Let me put this one up here as a model. Okay, and then we have this. This one will be in your student resource section. You could print it off, or you can just look at it on the screen and use a blank piece of paper. Okay, I put our voice there, and it has lots of different emotions that you could use. They're facial expressions, so you can kind of see. We talked about that yesterday. So I wrote daily journal entry sheet day 1. This is like we could record our thoughts each day. We could kind of keep a little journal each day. And then we can come back and read it anytime we want. What a neat idea, right? Well, I made this journal entry starting out with the frame that I just taught you. And then there's space down here we're going to talk about in just a moment. Okay. So let's do one of these together. Okay. So I want you to think, all right, of what here could we use as a feeling to start out with? Let's see, what could we use here? I bet you're thinking of a few right now. I bet you're thinking of a few that you really want to use. Let's choose, I like the happy column. All right, but let's use a different word than happy. Let's use overjoyed. Okay, we're going to think of something that's overjoyed here in just a minute. I feel overjoyed when, that means really happy. I feel overjoyed when I get to Zoom video and see my classmates. Yeah. I bet you're agreeing with me right now. I feel overjoyed when I get to Zoom and see my, let's put friends. Because, well, that's an easy answer. What are you thinking? That's what I was thinking too, because you miss them, right? Yeah, you miss seeing their faces, you miss talking to them, you miss playing with them outside at recess. Yeah, so because I miss them. Bing! We'll put a period there. I know it's at the end. We're going to bump it up because I didn't write very much. Okay? Now, in your student section, I have a few pages of this. I think I have 3 days. You could change it. You could print off a bunch and make your own little journal booklet if you want. But let's talk about it. You could do this here. And maybe I wrote, I feel confused when my technology doesn't work on my computer because when I was in school, our computer teacher took care of all of our technology needs, and I don't have that person in my house when I need help. Oh, that's a lot. That's a lot. Maybe you're going to write day 19 of the quarantine. And you're going to write what's going on. All right. This person happened to write 1, 2 paragraphs. Turn it over on the back. They kept writing. They're going to keep kind of a journal about what they're doing, so then come back and read it. That's fantastic. You could do that. But what if you're not there yet? Well, you easily could write yours and you could draw a picture. That's perfectly fine. And you too can keep track of your time during the quarantine. And you can come back and read it later on. Later on, it would be an interesting little journal to keep. Okay. Now, if you were in Mrs. Lansdale's class, this is what I would have you do. I would have you keep a little journal using the frame that we learned, all right, expressing our feelings and writing it down. I also would have you practice, maybe every day at lunch, expressing your feelings. How are you feeling at that moment? Can you verbally tell someone how you're feeling and why you're feeling that way? That's a great exercise to practice. And you could practice that every day during lunch. All right. If you do it in the morning time, well, you're just waking up. You're probably going to say, I'm sleepy, I'm grouchy. All right, in the morning time. Get the day started and then see how you feel. See how you feel. But this is a great practice. You can practice with your brothers or sisters or mom or dad or grandma, aunts, uncles, who's ever at your house, whoever lives with you. You certainly could practice and share how you feel. And in return, they could share how they're feeling. That would be great. That would be great. Remember, it's so important to share our feelings because people around us need to know how we're feeling in order to help us. We can't cope with feelings if we don't know about your feelings. And so we need to know. And this was a great activity to share your feelings. All right. Have a great day.